What is a copywriter? A copywriter, great question. What is a copywriter? A copywriter is simply somebody who sells products and services with the written word. To pull back even a little bit further, a copywriter is just somebody who persuades someone to do something with the written word. So it doesn't even have to be selling products and services. It can be convincing somebody of an idea. And I would say at its core, at the basics of what a copywriter really is, they're just a communicator, and the communicator who communicates with the written word. So the best copywriters in the world, it's not even about being like, I think there's a lot of pressure on new copywriters that like, they think it's all about like becoming a master of persuasion and like psychological hacks and all these things. And yeah, you need to learn that stuff. You need to learn consumer psychology and like how to hook people and how to keep people engaged and, how to convince people to buy something and how to tap into emotions. But the best copywriters in the world that I know, they're just clear communicators, and they clearly communicate. They communicate clearly with the written word. So that could be writing website copy, that could be writing emails, that could be writing social media posts, that could be writing Facebook ads, Instagram ads, that could be writing video sales letters, that could be writing commercials, billboards, pamphlets, flyers, that could be writing Burger King's menu. When you go to Burger King, look up on the wall. A copywriter wrote the pricing and the menu and helped organize that. Like a copywriter, all a copywriter is somebody who writes the words for a business with the intention to sell more. So the reason copywriting is such a good thing to go into and why thousands of people are going into it in 2025, the reason is because a copywriter at its core is just a salesperson. But instead of selling face-to-face, you sell with your words on a piece of paper that goes into an email or a website or an ad. And that copy you write to sell, you can sell to millions of people at the same time. So you can scale your skill. And if you sell for business owners, the reason business owners will pay you tons of money is if you know how to sell a lot with emails or with sales pages, if you can sell a lot of people's products, they will give you a piece of the pie, just like regular sales. So if you can take someone's sales page and they generated $1 million a year in revenue from their sales page, you write them a new sales page, and that new sales page, the copy that you wrote, now they're generating $2 million a year just because you changed the writing, which that's the power of copy. Simply changing the words can generate a massive increase in sales. If you can take a business from generating $1 million a year to $2 million a year because you wrote a new sales page for them that just performs better, you're going to get a piece of that pie. They'll give you a piece of that 1 million. How much would they give you? I don't know, roughly 100,000, 200,000. So depending on the scale at which you're writing, the impact of your copy, like that's how much money you can make with this. There's no limit to it. That's why it's so good. So that's a copywriter. Copywriter writes words to persuade people. Primarily, the most common forms of copywriting would be like writing sales pages on websites. So the writing you see on people's websites to sell products and services, it would be, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, the scripts that go behind those video ads, so VSLs and stuff like that. And this would also be like emails. So writing emails for businesses to communicate through email marketing.